Wednesday, October 29th. I just woke up. Dream vlog. Wednesday, October 29th. And we're doing the 10 days of Halloween with a break day for my mystic keys of Fernando. And the testament of Fernando will be later on. I mean, it's on my Facebook, obviously, but I have to orchestrate it and writing and all this other stuff for a video. 1, 2. But anyways, someone just prayed. 1, 2. I had to answer. But anyways, sometimes I answer prayers from the future, so someone's gonna come across this video and see it. Sometimes I answer prayers from the past or the present, and it just comes out naturally when I speak, or and then sometimes I get attacked, and then I answer prayers. You know what I mean? But someone's gonna see that and like, is this for real? Like, and I'm gonna be like, Israel, Hebrew, Star of David, and they're gonna be like 1, 2. I'm gonna answer that prayer. But anyways, I had a dream. I'm Fernando X, but X is my middle name. But anyways, the dream was me and my mom went to Walmart, and I went in Walmart. For some reason I went ahead of her, and she was getting her power chair or whatever, something like that. I think I got it for her. And then she had 2 power chairs in the end. But I'll go in the store, I'm walking around, I had my black and red Nikes on. I have Air Force Ones that have a red bandana swoosh on the side, right? The whole swoosh is a red bandana imprint. It's fucking dope. They're pretty dope. But anyways, I'm walking in there, and for some reason I was thinking about these in real life, so you know what I mean. And then I go to this part of the Walmart that had like a Papa Murphy's in there, and they were making pizzas like at the deli. And I had to go, I'm on my hair, I need a haircut. But man, I look like the fucking great ape from fucking Dragon Ball Z. But anyways, I go to the pizza place, and for some reason I'm going in the back, and there's like a old school white brick fucking juvie shower or something like that, like a gel shower. And I'm going in there and I'm taking a piss. Someone comes in, takes a piss, whatever, and then I don't know, for some reason it felt like I showered or something, but I don't think I showered. I just took a piss. And then it looked like a locker room kind of later on. I left, and for some reason I left my shoes somewhere. I lost my shoes and I thought it was in there. So I'm walking to the front, and I see some people, or I see a little kid say, I'm gonna be at the park, because I was like, in my dream I was like a homeless guy, or like a guy that went to the park all the time, help people and preach or whatever. And then I see my mom in the fucking line at the register. She's going out. For some reason I don't have my shoes, so I see her going out with two wheelchairs, right? And pushing out the store wheelchair and her wheelchair. It was weird. And then I come back in. I was like, oh, Mom, I forgot my shoes. So I went back in. I went to that place, and I seen a girl that looked like Natalia, kind of, cooking. She had her hair up in a bun, and she was cooking pizza. I was like, did someone leave shoes on there? And then she's like, yeah, I'll grab them or something. And then she grabs them from the back, and and she's like, yeah. And it ended up being a yahoshua joke. Yahoshua. Like, you know what I mean? It's a joke. So 2 shoes down, 2 souls down. And it's an Emmanuel joke. The everything manual to the book, where you split up the words and you put them together and all this other stuff. You'll see remnants on my Facebook of me doing the Emmanuel method. The only one to come. But anyways, sorry, 7. Prophet Fernando. God in the flesh. But anyways, they ended up passing me 2 shoes. I was like, these are not really mine, but I took them anyways. And one shoe was like a boot lug. You know those old school lugs that are like big boots, and they're like seamed around the fucking top, like a bowl or something. I don't know. And then it lugs. So one was like that, but with a Nike swoosh. Never seen no Nikes like this in my life. It might be a new pair that I need to make for God, and work with Nike. Who knows? But and then the other one was like a little one. It was a funny joke because God is one shoe. Yahoshua is like a version of God, I guess you could say. And then Yeshua is like a version of Yeshua, Jesus Christ. So 2 souls down, you need both of them to walk, right? 2 eternal. That's what I got. I got 2 eternal. And the prophetic dream is all reflecting it because I'm already in that state, but God was giving me a joke with I think it was the leprechauns or the money's coming, because when I grabbed the shoes, inside had gold glitter. And God was making it funny. And the spirits were making it funny, right? And I look at the inside and glitter, and so I see something written inside. I try to look at one of them, and it said G something. I think GAD or something like that. GADE. For some reason, I couldn't. It was like a rectangle square with the inseam inside the sole. I can't remember. That could be iffy on that one, but I think it said GADE. Gade. But anyways. One shoe was a small shoe, all worn and torn. The other one was more nicer, but then some parts of it wanted to be worn and torn too. I could see it in my mind. But the nice one was the God shoe, the big Nike one, and the other one was a little like dress shoe. And with the ones that have 2 seams down the middle, and they come up to the top. But yeah, so it was a God joke of Jesus Christ and God, 2 shoes down, 2 soles on my feet. And they're both with me. God's Soul Ministries, God's Soul itself Ministries is a prophecy of itself. I have a Instagram before. It says the original one yet, and that's a prophecy in itself on Instagram. And then Zeno Olive, Z representing Omega, I know, is a prophecy in itself. All love, ALLOVE. You know what I mean? The love commandment, the love God, etc. I'm here. But anyways, I need to heal my mind, body, and spirit from the enemies and grow and bring heaven to earth. But heaven's already here because I'm happy as a motherfucker all the time, unless I'm being attacked. But anyways, the tweakers got food stamps taken away. Breaking news, from attacking me. So God's punishing them. You always rooting everything for everybody. But anyways, prophetic dream of me being at Walmart and 2 shoes down. I had many prophetic dreams on TikTok, Facebook that came true. Everybody know what time it is. So 7's up. Now God's giving me a funny with gold shoes that remind me of a leprechaun. But my dress shoes are coming